What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I have a fun video for us. And what I mean by fun is a throwback themed video of old VHS tapes and one or two DVDs that are a part of my collection, really a shared collection. And just in going through and moving things around, came across these videos and wanted to share with my YouTube audience. So let's do it. The first is a DVD, and most of these are in a case. No floating tapes anywhere. Most of them are secured in packaging. So this is the DVD Exit Wounds with Steven Seagal and DMX. Okay, pretty much a classic featuring the late rapper. And just for fun, we'll open it, and yep, the DVD is right there. So yeah, that this gives you an idea of how kind of retro this all is, because does anyone even still own a VHS player? You have to ask yourself that and compare the change in times. Most people are renting movies from anything from YouTube to Redbox and streaming services of that nature. So that gives you an idea again of how retro everything is. And speaking of retro, keeping up with the theme of retro, I have on my Golden Girls shirt featuring the four singers of the hit TV show, and this is my tribute to them. Now, another DVD is The Guard Experience, obviously having to do with the National Guard. And this is something probably tons and tons of years old, but it's still in storage along with all the other things. So these are, I would estimate, 10 to 15 years old. The Remember the Titans or the Guard Experience DVD, I would estimate about 10 to 15 years old. This VHS is even older and even more retro and still in really good tact. You see there? You see there is the title, and this is the actual VHS. And how fun is that? I think this is a borrowed movie, actually. But that is Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. And how cute are they? And then this more animated movie, Clock Stoppers. I have that VHS in storage. If it's not in this case, you know from experience, moving things around, there can be a mix-up. So that happened, the mix-up. And this movie, if this isn't it, because I doubt it, because of the actual title inscription not being present, maybe in another movie case or packaging. Now this may be as old as Pretty Woman. It is VeggieTales, the childhood favorite, and this is a lesson in handling peer pressure. How many of us can relate? So there's VeggieTales. How fun and cute. DuckTales. Yep. This is Disney, as a matter of fact. This here, DuckTales, features Duck to the Future. So there's some animated, and you see the age range because there's animated and there's romance, and we've seen drama with Remember the Titans. So it's all ranges of VHSs in the collection. You may be asking, what are you going to do with all of those? What are you going to do with all of those VHSs? So, like, you don't have a player. Is it really worth keeping? What's the monetary value of holding on to these VHS tapes, right? So the whole point of pulling them out of storage and looking and reminiscing through them is to figure out how to recycle the products. How do you recycle these retro techno gadgets in a modern way? Who can point me in the right direction? How do I recycle it responsibly? As an advocate of environmental health as well as advancements in technology. What is the procedure for recycling these types of gadgets? And once I find that out, that is the route we will take. Star Wars droid here. How predictive is that? That'll be the route I take to try and recycle these items responsibly. Maybe point another person in the right direction to pay it forward. I don't know what benefits recycling the old VHSs bring, but I want to research that in determining the route to take. This is VHS is The Story of Us with Bruce Willis and Michelle Pfeiffer, The Story of Us. And this is a mystery box here, Scotch. And what do we have here? Drum roll. Getting smart about sexually transmitted diseases. That's what's in the mystery packaging. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with being well. So on that note, here in this broken box is a VHS titled The Gynecologic Examination. And I hope I'm stating all of that correctly. If you have questions, you have to ask. No question is a stupid question. And that's obviously for informational purposes. Another mystery box. Before I go too much further, this may be a part 1 video of more to come because there are so many VHSs and this is really fun. I'm having a tad bit more fun than I expected to. I hope that's okay. So this mystery box by Maxwell holds a mystery VHS, unlabeled. Moving right along. Aww. Care Bears. Care Bears VHS, The Last Laugh, The Show Must Go On. How lovely. But keep in mind, this is the casing, the packaging. Really cute illustration. And inside, it's a match. Care Bears again. So we have that VHS, and this could be for anyone from an infant to, of course, a toddler, probably to age 6. So That's in the collection for one reason or another. And again, that's Care Bears. One or two more. DuckTales VHS, Daredevil Ducks. Those twins. Those duck twins. And their friends. Okay, Black Beauty now. Black Beauty VHS. The inside is another match. You see that illustration? It's like a stallion, a cowboy, and a sunset. It's all really artistic and beautiful. Let's give it up for retro VHS packaging really quickly. And then there are always the credits here on the box, and how it's just almost nothing like it. So I'm gonna go on a little bit more about the recycling of these VHS tapes, because that's the bigger project outside of sharing it here with my YouTube audience. But also, how do you recycle your technology products in general? Old cell phones emitting radiation, old cameras, those really early digital cameras. How do you recycle them? How do you reuse them to its best benefits? That's a coming question about these gadgets. What's the long-term benefits of what, even down to what makes up these mechanisms? So if you know anything about recycling technology, leave a comment. If you understand and what I'm saying makes sense, respond to me and let's get a conversation going. And again, moving on, before I take up too much time, we are back with another DVD, and this is one of Tyler Perry's older DVDs. I'll open it to see if it's a match, the inside from the outside. And it is. Okay, so that goes to show these have been kept in all right condition. The DVD probably plays without too much of scratching. Without a doubt, no question about it, there are some scratches because we probably played this DVD individually or as a group a number of times, and that's what happens, a little wear and tear. But then what do you do? So that's this question, this lingering question. This VHS, the Hurricane packaging holds another match, the Hurricane special edition, as a matter of fact. So we're moving along, coming across some mystery boxes, and another is this one, and it holds, well, we know what it holds isn't a match, but is it unlabeled? It is labeled, and it is Major Payne VHS. Another retro classic. Let me see if there's a year on any of these. Well, according to the label, it's a colored film, an hour and 38 minutes long, and stereo surround, MCA Universal Home Video. It has the FBI warning, PG-13 rating, but no year. If I had to guess, I'd say 2000. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. And Oh, Casper. Give it up for Casper. This is an animated version of Casper the Friendly Ghost, plus 3 more color cartoons. And it is a match the inside from the outside. Now let's give it up for all of the throwback VHS rental, all of the throwback VHS rental companies like Blockbuster. Who had a Blockbuster card? I had a Blockbuster card for myself, and on occasions it was a shared offer. And there were other VHS. I know that Blockbuster was the more national chain of VHS and DVD rental, right? But I'm almost 75% sure that local DVD and VHS companies operated and functioned. Just like where I purchased VHSs from. So another VeggieTales, and they're falling all over me, but that pretty much is this portion of the tape collection. It's been like real fun because it's memorable. All of these VHSs, it reminds me of a time of my youth, and this portion, the tribute, and the Golden Girls here, it all ties into one another. I know we all felt the loss of the lovely Betty White, and this all again ties into one another, and it's fun at the same time. So again, this may be a part 1. There may be a part 2 to come. It's been real lovely, and until next time, be well.